Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, and a very good afternoon. This audience doesn't need to be told this, but technology is transforming everything: the way we live, the way we work, and the way we play. And technology has already dramatically transformed our financial system. And there's more to come. We have many new products, new players, new ways of thinking, and new ways of doing finance. I'm glad that technology is also helping our Ukrainian friends and neighbours with the FinTech Challenge for Ukraine. The Ukrainian Association of FinTech and Innovation Companies came up with the concept to ask innovators across the world to design digital solutions for Ukrainians suffering as a result of Russian military aggression. The European Digital Finance Organisation took up the idea and organised it in record time. And the European Commission is very proud to support those efforts. It is solidarity on display. The challenge is looking for original and practical ideas to help Ukraine and its people, whether that's in payment services, insurance, financial literacy, financial inclusion, cybersecurity, logistics, and so on. And I'm sure there are many of you in the audience today who have good ideas and expertise to help, and I really urge you to get involved. So in the Commission, we're convinced of the opportunities offered by digital finance. But we're not naive. We know that there are risks too, and that those risks need to be addressed through effective regulation. As regulators, we're playing our part in making sure that you can seize the opportunities, continue to innovate, while at the same time managing those risks. The current market turbulence in crypto is the latest reminder of the challenges and the risks of digital finance. There is big volatility in several stablecoins, which are meant to be, if you like, keeping a one-to-one peg with a currency like the dollar. We've seen that stablecoins are anything but stable. Other cryptocurrencies are seeing big falls in value, hitting many ordinary retail investors lured in by the false promise that the only way is up for crypto, when we know that what goes up can also come down, and it has. The European Central Bank very recently warned of the potential risk to financial stability from a growing crypto sector, adding its voice to a loud chorus of warnings, including from the Financial Stability Board. On digital finance, the problem is that our rules have not always kept up with technological changes, in part because the technological changes are happening at rapid speed. One of the biggest achievements of the European Union is its single market. But especially when it comes to the digital financial services area, the single market is still far from complete. The classic core activities in the financial system are covered by passporting. Any firm authorised in an EU country or European Economic Area country on the basis of common rules can offer financial services or products across the single market. But not all innovative new services and applications fit neatly into this system. And passporting doesn't cover all areas of our rules. So this can make it too difficult for firms, particularly smaller ones, to scale up their activities across the EU. So if you're a fintech set up in Germany, despite progress made and coordination among EU regulators, you can still face regulatory challenges when you try to expand to France or Bulgaria or Sweden. For too many innovative financial companies, the single market is not fully accessible. Customers, both businesses and consumers, are missing out on a much bigger, more effective offering. And on a broader level, this fragmentation puts a brake on innovation in the European Union. The way we regulate and supervise the financial sector has to evolve, and fast. 2 years ago, the European Commission adopted the Digital Finance Strategy, our response to digital transformation. And this is all about embracing the opportunities on offer while managing any corresponding risks. One flagship proposal is a new framework for crypto assets, the Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, or MiCA. Now, this will set clear rules for previously unregulated crypto assets, including stablecoins. It will create legal certainty for innovators, allowing them to scale up their activities across the EU. At the same time, the new rules will help us protect investors and consumers, while all the time maintaining market integrity and financial stability. And the good news is that the member states of the European Union and members of the European Parliament are in the final stages of the negotiations for an agreement. As the market turbulence in crypto continues, we really have no time to lose in terms of getting our regulation in place. Beyond MiCA, we want to enable the technology underlying crypto assets to be used more widely in financial services, but again in a regulated manner. And that's the thinking behind our DLT pilot, which was adopted at speed by the Parliament and Council. It will very soon enable market participants to safely experiment with issuing, trading, and settling shares and bonds using blockchain technology. This kind of learning by doing approach is something new for the European Union. It's a sign that we too are innovating in an ever-evolving world. The DLT pilot might lead to more far-reaching changes to our legislation, depending on the lessons we learn from its application in practice. Financial market participants are already embracing all sorts of opportunities from technology, and as I said, that does bring with it some risks. In May, the EU institutions reached agreement on the Digital Operational Resilience Act, or DORA. This will provide common rules for how financial companies should make sure they can withstand all types of risks from information communication technologies. It recognises that the financial sector relies increasingly on a limited number of third-party providers for ICT services. The most critical of these providers will now be put under EU oversight. So putting DORA in place means that the financial system will be more resilient against threats like cyber attacks. Again, time is of the essence here too. Another priority we have is to promote data-driven innovation. Data has never been more important, and it offers exciting opportunities for finance. To meet that potential, we need to put the right rules in place to allow information to be shared safely and securely. And that's why we're looking at an open finance framework to allow for better use of data across the EU financial sector. Open finance has the potential to spark new innovative products, personalised to individual customers, while those customers keep control over their own data. It would allow customer profile data to be used to check if investors are getting offered the right products. It could help SMEs access funding by giving the scoring systems that assess their creditworthiness more data to draw on. It could allow for the development of tracking systems for consumers to see their pension data, including expected future pension payments. The whole idea behind an open finance framework is that third-party service providers can access customer data with that customer's permission across a wide range of financial services. We want to make sure users, whether it's consumers or businesses, keep control of how their data is used and who can access it. And this framework will build on the horizontal rules on data sharing provided by the Data Act. In this context, we need to ensure that there is a level playing field among financial market participants on accessing and processing data. Some of the foundations for open finance are already in place thanks to open banking. Europe is a pioneer in open banking. Hundreds of fintechs are now offering payment services to customers alongside their traditional banks. New business models have emerged, including those based on the sharing of payment account data. A key driver of this success has been clear EU regulation, especially the revised Payment Services Directive, introduced in 2018. And in many ways, this directive has become a worldwide reference point. It has enabled innovation while also protecting consumers. Strong customer authentication has improved security for consumers making payments online or on their smartphones, and it has reduced the levels of fraud in digital payments. But since the revised directive came into force in 2018, digitalisation has continued to gather pace, causing deep structural change. And this is now the right time to take stock, see what has worked well, and look ahead to the changes that might come. And we will look at moving to open finance alongside this review. The Commission wants to hear your views on the way forward for both the Payment Services Directive and open finance. So I really would invite you all to contribute to our public consultations. Open banking, fintech, cryptocurrencies, together, all these developments are changing finance. Cash remains the main method of payment, but digital payments are booming. In this rapidly changing world, we need to make sure that the euro remains fit for the digital age. The European Central Bank, with the Commission, is looking into a central bank digital currency, the digital euro. Cash will, of course, keep its importance and rightful position, but it will get a digital companion. The digital euro would provide a central bank money alternative to private digital payment options. It would provide more choice potentially for businesses and consumers, person-to-person payments, payments in shops, for payments both online and offline. Delivering a central bank digital currency is a very complex project, and it's essential we carefully assess the pros and cons of different designs. In this, the ECB and the Commission are working closely with Eurozone finance ministers and the European Parliament. To sound out opinions, after the ECB's public consultation in 2020, the Commission just launched a comprehensive targeted consultation that runs until the middle of this month. If you have an interest in this topic, again, I encourage you to take part in the consultation. Digitalisation is transforming finance, but there is another deep transformation ongoing. We are facing the existential threat of climate change, which requires huge changes in the way we live and work. And the financial system is key to helping us make the necessary changes. We're also undergoing a digital transformation. We need to think about how to use technology for green financing. Digital solutions in the field of sustainable finance need to be scaled up and fast. And they can benefit from the digital finance strategy, but they may also face barriers to develop across the EU single market. So we are looking at potential avenues for policy action. And this could include improving the availability and usability of financial and sustainability information to help assess investment projects. Here, the European Single Access Point, which will offer a one-stop shop for financial and sustainability information on companies and investment products, has a huge potential. It's a very big project with many potential big benefits. Another avenue is the use of technology to help small firms comply with sustainable finance rules. With the expansion of digital finance, we also need to look at how the sector itself can become more sustainable. The Commission has already included some key digital technologies into its sustainable finance taxonomy. The taxonomy is our list of sustainable economic activities that make a substantial contribution to our climate goals. There are criteria, for example, laying out what sustainable data centres would look like. But we can also do more. And here I call on you as the digital finance community to think sustainability first and to share with each other what you're doing as we tackle this climate challenge. And to conclude, we want to go a lot further to make sure we reap the full benefits of innovation in finance in the European Union. We will only succeed in all of this if we work together. It's essential that we keep talking and listening to one another. And I want to mention at this last moment our new EU Digital Finance Platform. This is a website designed for interaction. It consists of an open digital observatory, which includes the European FinTech map to showcase the FinTech community, and a gateway to national supervisors across the single market. I want to see you on the EU Digital Finance Platform, and that we work together to make the most of digital finance. Thank you.